Good morning or good afternoon, depending on what time you're checking this out. I am getting ready to assemble my newest paper doll, which is the Queen of Hearts from my Alice in Wonderland collection. And I thought I'd come on here and show you how it gets put together. Making a mess of things, but that's okay. Alrighty, so we have the folder. And there's a backing sheet that's included. So you print this double-sided. That way inside your folder has this print. And then I have this gorgeous door. I'm going to use this as a base for all the other folders that will attach on one side. And I have a couple scenes that are going to go inside the folder. This is the castle scene, and here are the guards painting the roses red. So they will be on the inside, and then this is an optional if you choose. You can add this little folder here. It doesn't line up perfectly, but it helps blend that in. So anyway, that's the components to put the folder together. What you'll need is printer, cardstock, the usual, scissors, glue stick. I use paper clips to try to hold everything together, and some Velcro dots, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get started on this so you can see how it gets put together. I'm going to move this folder aside and start with this door. And how I do the door is I want the raw edge of the door to go against the raw edge of this castle scene that's going to be on the right hand side. So I want to line that up. So that gets glued there. This is going to get tucked under this way. So when you open it, you'll see the beautiful door on the inside. And then after that, these pieces are going to go on top of that. So I just want to give you an idea how that gets set up. So I'm going to start with getting these raw edges glued together. And I just want to kind of line this up really well. That's it. This gets tucked under, so that's, don't go around with that. And sometimes, oh, that works. Okay, sometimes you might need to trim a little bit off of this door to make this turn, but that seems to be turning just fine. Okay. Now, here's where I glue this together. You can glue the whole piece together, or if you want that to work as a pocket, you can just do the sides and the bottom. I think on the Alice, I did the whole thing. On this one, I'll just do the sides and the bottom. That way we have some extra pocket space if we need it. Okay. I like to let things dry a little bit with a paper clip just to keep them in place. Okay. While that's drying, we're going to go to the other side. This is the left side. I'm going to get this placed in. And when I'm doing a big piece, I like to use a glue stick instead of the tacky glue because, I don't know, for some reason, if I put too much tacky glue, the paper starts to warp, and I don't like that look, so I don't get that same effect when I do the glue stick. So if you wonder why I use two different glues, that's why. Now when you're placing this, you just want to make sure you clear this fold. I think I need a little glue down here. without the lid. It works much better without the lid. There we go. Alrighty. Now for these other folders, folder pockets, they have little tabs. You want to score them just so they fold easily. This one is going to go right on top of here. I'm going to just glue the tabs and then a thin bead along the bottom. That way we create the actual pocket. And place that at the base of this folder. Throw some paper clips to keep it in place. Looks like I'm a little crooked here. Try to scooch that up. You have a small window when this glue starts drying. All right, let's see. There we are. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. While that's drying, we have the other one drying. This is the flap. This is where I put a Velcro dot. So you can do that while things are drying if you want. I just peel this. You put both sides on one side so you get the sticky on. You want the sticky to adhere to the flap, and then you also want the stickies. You want it attached so when you flip it over, the sticky will stick to where it needs to, so it all lines up. I'm not going to try to say that again. Hopefully that makes sense. As long as you got your stickies right, you're good. All right. Now this will just lift off. There we go. Hopefully that made sense. But you just don't want to try to line this up and line this piece up separately. If you do it as one, then it's guaranteed to line up. Okay. I'm just going to put that aside. Now on this one, it should be dry enough to get our next piece in there. I'm going to add these folders to the front because we have a lot of stuff to put in here. So I want lots of folder space. So I'm going to do that the same way. I scored these tabs, folding them in, adding my glue on the tab, the raw side, and along the bottom. I'm going to lay that in place. I know it's almost a sin to cover this gorgeous door, but we have the door on the inside too. Same thing here. Right along the base. Thin bead. This spreads a little bit, so you want to keep that bead of glue thin, that way you don't lose any pocket space. This center space is where all the pieces are going to go. So I would get this paper clip. There's a lot of glue now between all the things, and I would just put that aside to dry. Let's see, we need a little bit up top. All right. And this is dry. This is just going to get glued right in here. Again, you want to make sure you're clearing that fold. And this is how your pieces will land, but we'll get back to that. Okay. What else do we have in here? Oh, we have this fun little envelope. This is got little trading cards for the Queen of Hearts. There's 5 little cards that fit in this envelope. This is included in your pack. It'll come like this. You just kind of score along here, and I'll show you how this gets put together. It's real simple. You want to fold these sides in and this side up. The two sides go in, the bottom comes up. And that's pretty much it on the envelope. I do add the Velcro dot again. So if you followed me on the last one, you'll know. Get your stickies right. And then we'll get this thing put together. So let's see, we got a sticky here. I think this is the soft spot. All right, I'm going to put that right on top of the other one. And when I fold that over, it should just land there. And now we have the closure lined up. And these cards will fit in the envelope. Scene from the Queen's Castle. This also comes with a little booklet on the Queen of Hearts. And it's just got some little, I think it's an 8-page booklet. It's just part of the stuff that gets included. We have a lot of ephemera, all related theme-wise to the Queen of Hearts. Her staff, little crown. Of course, I have my butterfly. Roses, hearts. Her guard. And flamingo. All Alice themed pieces that get included, and then they get put in these little pockets. So we'll put those aside, and it comes with the Queen. This is the Queen paper doll. She's full of hearts. She comes with 3 outfits, and they just attach on with the tabs. And if you want, you can put this crown. This will cover the one that's already built in on her head. Or you can change the outfits to whichever one you'd like. I don't know which one I like best. I like this one because I love the Harlequin, but I think this is just so pretty. That one looks really pretty. I like how this comes up on her neck. Anyway, these are the outfits that are included with the Queen. The ephemera, and this last piece. I'm going to go ahead and attach this last piece so you can see how this looks all put together. Of course, I will put a photo of this finished piece here for you as well, and the link in the description. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. If you make one of these, I would love to know. You know, I'm doing the glue stick as opposed to the tacky glue because I just prefer that for larger surfaces, like I said. I just want to make sure I clear this. Try to line that up. There we go. That should fold easily. So this is when this is folded out. You have the... Okay, everything is dry in the Queen of Hearts folder. So this is how it looks all together. You have the Queen, 3 outfits, the little book, some ephemera. These things all fit in the pockets. Let's see, what do we have? So you can tuck these in, these folders. And then we have the folders on the flip side of the door that we put together. And that holds the rest of the ephemera, crown, The booklet, the heart, an extra crown, teapot, butterfly, fan, and the Queen's Guard. Oh, can't forget the flamingo and the scroll off with their heads. So it's all fun. Queen of Hearts ephemera that's included in this package, and the envelope with the 5 trading cards, and that also gets tucked in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will have the link up on Etsy. And if you decide you want to create your own Queen of Hearts paper doll, here's everything you need to make it happen. Have a great day.